TGIF and welcome to Godlike Statues. It is a Godlike Friday, and I'm so glad it is Friday. It's been a very long week in the workplace, and I feel like all I do is drive. I do have my driving buddy Matt, so I usually talk to Matt while I'm driving, or Alan Kiefer. I usually give them a phone call, and I think the other day me and Alan talked for like 2 hours, literally down as I drove home that day. But it's great to see everybody coming in. It's been a very unusual week in the community, and we'll talk a little bit about that and about some of these tariff issues and things, whatever. And also maybe a new statue coming to the community. Man, I can't wait to talk about this because I don't think anybody's going to be ready for this. So I definitely want to mention it this evening. But it's great to see everybody here. We still have everybody trickling in. Great to see everybody here. FBJ, great to see you, man. And look, I got to point out a few things, man. I just do. I see your collection evolving. I see changes happening all the time. New lighting, new things coming in, less Hot Toys, but more statues. And you know what? It's hard to resist Mr. Alan Kiefer because the man is very convincing. Let's just be real. He's gone through time to save people. He's a secret agent. He does different things. He used mind tricks on you, and it looks like it's working. So, how are you, sir? Great to see you.
I'm getting there, man. Slow and steady wins the race. Just taking my time, building my collection. I've made a few mistakes, but I'm correcting it. And as Alan would tell me, collecting Hot Toys is one of those mistakes. No, Alan's not against collecting 1/6, but I know he's been teaching me just the best route to go. And I'm starting to appreciate my collection as stuff is coming together, man. But it's fun, changing the collection, playing around with it, switching things, mixing things up. I love it, man. And I'm happy to be a part of this community.
Yeah, it's going to be a great evening, despite what some of the rumblings in the community is. We'll talk a little bit about that. We won't get political here. We will talk about the tariffs just a bit and kind of get to an understanding of maybe what that means for all of us or not. So, Mr. Matt Martin, it's been a very exciting day for you, sir, because you did make a post earlier that we'll talk about here in just a minute. Yep. But it's great to see you, and I do believe. Let me correct me if I'm wrong. You are the first to have the Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Edition, 1/4 scale Batman on Tactical Throne. Is that correct? I haven't seen anybody else have that yet.
Yes, 3 boxes. One's super heavy. The other are average heavy. I'd say around 40 or so pounds.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely three big boxes got delivered today. So wasn't even gonna attempt to try to do it tonight or anything. Yeah. So maybe tomorrow after I do some stuff and I can relax some, I'll start doing it. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring up the picture that you posted too. We'll talk a little bit about it and stuff. And I think I was saying also is that back piece to that statue, behind it is got the art with the cave, but it's got an indentation in there, and then they have the little bitty Batman and just the scenery back there. But the rest of it is a solid piece of resin.
So that's what I'm thinking is the heaviest box.
Yeah. So needless to say, it's like a lead, weight. It's like a brick, right? But man, you don't know what's heavy until you pick up that Terminator bust.
Oh, I bet.
Then you'll know a new definition of how heavy these things can actually be.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to these things. I'm like, man, let me just pick it up. I got to get this in the house. I got to start moving these things and whatnot. And I realized then it is like extremely heavy. And I definitely need some help or whatnot. I want to say hi to everybody, but I gotta shout out my boy real quick. What's up, fellas? Checking in while I'm on an 11-hour journey to Tokyo. Flying Starlink so I can see you. Great to see you, Brian. I wish you well in your trip, sir. I know you're gonna have a great time. I can't wait to hear all about it. Our brother's flying overseas right now to Tokyo. What an exciting time! So. Congratulations. Have fun. We definitely miss you, but I know you're going to have a great time, man. Thanks for tuning in. Also, Noah, the Papa to be the bearded collector is here, straight out of work. I mean, I know I've said this before, but a lot of us just literally come from work and get on. And a lot of us have, we're trying. I mean, there's been times where I've called Noah, can you get things started, man? I'm still on the road trying to get things together. And that's why Godlike Statues is built by all of us. We all come together to make things work. So it's great to see you, Noah. How are you? Are you getting excited? Because it's getting close to your newborn. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, doing good, man. Yeah, did have a long week, but it wasn't too bad. So, but I'm really happy it's the weekend. I'm going to be going out doing some kayaking, spend some time on the lake tomorrow,
Wow.
so that's going to be fun. So, doing good, and yeah, man, it's getting real close, within about a month or less. So it's coming up fast. So lots of appointments, lots of scrambling to get everything ready and get everything figured out. So, but we're excited. We have a positive attitude about it, so we're looking forward to it, man.
Wow, that's awesome. I can't wait to. I'm going to be an uncle for the 47th time, so I'm pretty excited for that. I'm looking forward to that. And your newborn's coming, so we wish you well with that. And if y'all need anything from us, let us know. Of course, the man that everybody looks to for everything, Mr. Alan Kiefer, probably one of the best collections in the community, but also someone that people take notion of just how well you do your collection. Alan, there's even an award after you, Alan. So it's great to see you this evening. Sorry, I know you don't like all the attention, but I had to point that out. Great to see you, Alan. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. It's always a fun Friday night to hang out with you guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Got a couple interesting things happening this week.
Yep, you did.
I got notification from Jazz Inc. that my 1995 Batmobile converted finally.
Ooh.
So I went ahead and sent them some money today.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to lose that. I've been waiting on that one for a long time. I keep looking at them on eBay, and I'm like, oh, I really hope that it converts, so I don't have to resort to eBay and not know what you're gonna get. And this morning I got up and there it was. I'm like, okay, man, I'll jump on that. I'm not gonna have it until September apparently.
Yeah.
But, no, that's okay. As long as I know I have it coming. I'm a happy camper.
That's awesome.
And I don't know, for whatever reason, the last couple of days I had my eye on a piece. And it just how it is when you come to the realization that, okay, I like that piece, and then the more you look at it, the more I really have to have that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what it takes. I have to I have to acquire that piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I put I put a little thing together last night and put it into all the groups. And or the night before last, pardon me. It was the night before last. And it was a want to buy. And it was the I believe it's pronounced Thandril on Throne.
Mm-hmm.
Weta Workshop. The Elven King on Throne, 6 scale.
Mm.
And I've been looking at that piece, man, I really want to have that. And I got the usual nonsense. Oh, I got one, and I'll ship it to you from China for $1,000. And I'm like, yeah, that's got to be legit. Not, but Spec Fiction messaged me.
Okay.
Says, Alan, I got a brand new one sitting in my warehouse, ready to ship.
Mm.
Pallet, 2 boxes, ship it to you freight. And we came to an awesome price. I'm super, super happy with the price. And the service from Todd, really, really wonderful service. So I jumped on it. I'm like, yep, brand new in the box, came with a good price from someone that I know, reputable. So, yep, I put the order in, and it should be shipping sometime next week.
Okay.
And I can't wait to get it. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
So, when I was driving home, Alan, we were talking about this more, and I had said, this is an Alan Kiefer piece. I knew it from day one when I saw it. because it's got like a real huge museum style presence to it because it's really big and
Mhm.
it's magnificent. It really is. And I always saw this in your collection, and now it's happening. So congratulations, friend. I know this is a great one, and I know it's going to go perfect with your collection. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see more of that when you get in. I know you'll be doing a live unboxing, so I'm super excited for that. As Alan unboxes that live for everybody. I'm only kidding.
Congrats,
He's not
Alan.
going to
Can't
do
wait for
that.
that unboxing.
He's not going to do that.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Let me address the chat. Before I do that, I would like to say one thing. Happy birthday to my lovely wife, as she's super excited to be going out this weekend, and I love you. So I cannot wait to spend the weekend with you. It's going to be amazing.
Happy
So,
birthday.
yes, happy birthday. Special lady to put up with me. My man Vision, great to see you. Thank you for being here, sir. And this man always has my back. Terry, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. It's great to see everybody coming in and joining us. And the great artist has arrived. Great to see you back. Thanks for being here. I just love that dude, man. He's got an amazing collection, and he's an incredible artist. Great to see you all coming in. Everybody's still trickling in. There's so many messages here. Great to see everybody here. Let me see. Who am I missing here? I don't want to miss anybody. I think I lost my place here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Dinesh. Great to see you, Dinesh. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you for coming in. And A Plus Collectibles. Great to see you. Slayer. Great to see you. We got Terrence before Alan's collection. Okay. Great to see you, man. What's up, man? Great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. FPJ doing double duties. Great to see everybody here. My man, Knight. Great to see another. Knight is probably. I have a file on our YouTube, and he is the number one supporter and commenter on YouTube. Hello, Knight. Great to see you. Thank you for supporting us. I really appreciate all your comments and on our videos. I really appreciate that. You can't have a show unless Mr. Kramer's here. Great to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. Statue Kingdom, great to see you. Ryan, my man, great to see you. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, I mean, if it's a real epic piece, I feel like it's just destined to go into Alan's collection. And I was talking to him today. I was like, man, well, where are you going to put this at? Like, where's it going to go?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have room for it? Oh yeah, I've got a space here. Well, my question was, well, what was there, before that? Oh, nothing was there. I just had that empty spot right there. Like, not everybody has that. So he had a space ready to go for it. So that's really cool. He already had that lined up and ready to go. It's almost like it was planned. Great to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. MJ, great to see you. And speaking of people, great to see you, Emmanuel. I did want to bring something up. Emmanuel's in the chat right now, but I do have to bring this up. Let me bring this up real quick. So I was talking with Emmanuel this week, right? He messaged me. And it seems that he was, he is in France, and this week he was at the gym, and guess who he ran into while he was there?
No.
So,
That's
awesome.
Yeah, so he stopped by, and I think Emmanuel had mentioned that he works out in that gym too, and he was on his bike, and he had mentioned that they got to talking, and I think. He had beforehand, once before he had something signed, but it wasn't this time around. But man, I wouldn't know what to say, but it's great that a fellow collector and member got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. Cool. That's super cool. Yeah, that's probably one of my bucket list. I just really want to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger one day. Just meet him and say hello, whatever. But
wow,
yeah, it's great. It's great that someone got to do that. It just really is super cool.
Congrats. Is this what was it? Gold's Gym? Is that the spot? Because I know that's where he work out at. Yes, Gold's Gym.
It may have been. I'm not sure. He didn't mention that, but this was from Collector Emmanuel. That's in the chat, and he was working out and got to meet Schwarzenegger in there. So
that's cool.
It's not every day that you can see
that. Speaking of like meeting, people like we grew up watching. The only time I was like I was just like geeked out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife were in Nashville, actually. We went there for like just, away from the kids.
Yeah.
And we went to this, I can't remember, my wife can, but this nice, 5-star steakhouse. And she was like, look, she was like, a lot of famous people are known to be seen here. So just keep your cool, And I'm like, yeah, I got it, babe. So like how it is, it's like you walk down this like narrow hallway, and then there's like, okay, there's like a room with 5 or 6 tables, and then walk down the hallway more, there's another room with 5 or 6, so it's more intimate. And I'm
Sure.
like, holy, so I see this guy coming, I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, and she grabbed my hand and she was like, just be cool, da da da. But it was Clint Eastwood. And I was like, oh shit, Clinty,
Wow.
Dirty Harry, baby, shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, Martin. I mean, it'd be just an honor to meet him because he's done a
Yes,
lot
it
of things
would.
that I really enjoy. Made some of the best movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said to relax, stay concentrated and working. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh
That's
man,
amazing.
I've dreamt of going to that gym multiple times just to meet, hopefully some of the greats, man. Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren, him,
Yeah.
Stallone.
Wow.
Yeah, I just because they all work out at that gym, from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like a lot of the greats work out there. They'd be like, "What are you doing here? I'm here to work out." Like I know,
Yeah. Wow.
just passing by.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that he got to meet him. It's just amazing. Yeah, I agree with that. And everyone, that's awesome. We're gonna talk about that, Jolly Roger, in just a minute. I do have that on deck, and I do have some updated news. I have a lot of updated news that I'm going to share with everybody this evening. I know I kind of teased that this morning when I was going to work. So we'll definitely
Nice.
do a couple of announcements. The Rock was there years ago. Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's where the legends going, man. That gym.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Yeah.
Cypher, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. And if you're a fan of Mike O'Hearn, like he works out there all the time too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, if you're into that stuff.
Okay. So I do have to ask everybody, on the panel before we go forward here. Right now, let's take a look. Let me bring this up here real quick. We're gonna go. I had a few other questions, but we haven't updated this in a while, and I don't know if we actually have something that we've been looking at recently. And I can tell you right now, I am finalizing things. My alien bus will be here next week, I think. So as long as everything works out, that is definitely in my cart. It's been for a while. And that's going to be a great piece. I cannot wait to get that in the collection. This has been a long time coming. I had a few snags, but I think I've got everything worked out. Let me bring this up here real quick if I can just find it. I had a few snags, but I think I got everything worked out. Here we go. Yeah, so this should be here this next week. So we won't do a live unbox. This is what we'll do. We'll do a live reveal. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm going to take Alan's advice. So let's not do that. This thing is enormous, and it's going to go right there. So I've got a spot for it. So I know exactly where it's going to go. So, but it's really got that movie vibe that's going to go really well in this case. So I thought, I was talking to Matt, I think, about it, but it's going to be nice to have Predators on the bottom and then Aliens on the top. So that's kind of how it's going to look. So that's coming real soon here, and I cannot wait to add that to my collection. Matt, you have so many great pieces. Do you have something else that's coming in?
I've got the 3 boxes that came today, but now I don't know if this is true, but UPS is showing it's still in China, but it's saying it's going to be here Wednesday. Is the Batman versus Killer Croc, and so I don't know. I'm like, it's still in China though, so but the Delado got here super quick too from when they sent the tracking. I mean, it got here like 7 days later.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I mean, I don't know, but when we talk about in the cart, one I'm about to pull the trigger on is that PCS Unicron. One of
Oh
my kids
yeah.
loves that. Yeah, he was like, God, Dad, you know, I'm like, well, look, it ain't gonna come out no time soon. So,
Yeah.
saying da da da. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I still want it. So I'm like, got to get final confirmation from the wife, but she'll say yay or nay for one of the kids. So yeah.
Matt, you guys would be like the coolest dad, I swear, in the world. Like, and guess what? Noah's going to be the same exact way. You watch the same exact way, which is going to be even more cool. So it's really awesome. All y'all are coming together. Freddie's a cool dad too. Freddie, I don't know if you got something in your cart. I mean, you have a problem with your camera. There it is.
Nope.
Yeah, you have something in your cart that's coming home soon. I'm sorry, sir, but Hot Toys doesn't count. I'm just kidding. What do you have in your cart?
Now, in my cart purchase or in my cart sitting ready for me to check out? Because that's two different things, man. Man, I've been eyeing the LBS Joker and Harley the last couple days.
Yeah.
Like really eyeing it.
Oh yeah.
That is one I want. I really do want that one a lot. Yeah, I might really pull the trigger on that one.
Okay.
I might pull the trigger on that one.
The purple or the black edition?
The purple. The black is sleek, but I like the classic Joker look.
Oh yeah.
So I'll definitely go with that. It's 1/3, so it's a little bigger than I want because I generally want to stick to 1/4 and lower. I don't have too much height in my collection for that 1/4. For that 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. That's in my cart. And all right, that Jazz Ink Penguin. It's 1/6. It's not a Hot Toy.
Doesn't count.
I really do want that.
Nope.
Like I said, I have the Jazz Ink '89 Batmobile. That's where's it? Netherlands? It's supposed to get his. Like that's one of.
I was laughing at you. Look, he's laughing at you.
So in a room, Alan does have vehicles. He has a separate room for vehicles. So Alan's not against vehicles. Because they're not making 1-to-1 vehicles unless you actually get the real car. It's just
right.
You know what I mean. So and the best scale is 1/6 for vehicles. That's the sweet spot. So I do have the '89 Batmobile on the way. I do have a Jazz Ink Michelle Pfeiffer that's on order, and I will be putting her with that. I do have a Keaton. I have 2 Keatons actually. That's going to go with that Batmobile. So to top it off, that Penguin, it's not ready for order yet, but I think he said it will be in a couple of weeks. So I'll definitely be ordering that for sure. So I do want to put that Danny DeVito Penguin next to the vehicles.
Yeah.
Speaking of vehicles, I did not know this, but this is I'm going to know. I'm going to find out if one of you guys knew. Because I was like, guess who designed the Batman Forever Batmobile?
I don't know.
Wait,
H.R. Geiger.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I was watching a documentary about like all the Batman movies, and that popped up. H.R. Geiger designed the Batman Forever Batman, and if you look at it, you can kind of see, see the inspiration, like the aliens-esque, like of the ribs on the sides of it, and the light, So I was like, "Damn, I like it now." Shit,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's cool.
That's cool.
I do have one more that it's in my cart, and I really want that T1000 from Blitzway. I have Arnold, but I want the villain, and I want the T1000, and I think the T1000 looks good.
Yeah.
So
it's really good, actually. I love it.
I might pull the trigger on that one. I do want uh that Blitzway Anakin, but I think I was gonna get it from Jimmy, but it seems like Jimmy is not gonna part ways again.
If I sell it, it's yours.
No,
I
I'm
sell,
okay with it. Yeah, if you sell it, I'm
if I
good. But
sell
if
it, it
not,
belongs
I
to
save
you.
myself money.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it
because
belongs to you. But I,
yeah, that is a nice
you got
piece.
some great pieces in the cart, man, for sure. But
Yeah,
I don't know if you're aware, but the entire line of Terminator from Prime One is sold out. Like it's waitlisted everywhere. So jump on the wait list. I think I was talking with Alan the other day. It's like, once they start to launch, they start to come out. You know what? Someone's going to cancel, and that's
Yep.
exactly how I got Cyberdyne Edition from Sideshow. So you know, that's where I'm getting mine from. And once they start to launch, you'll see people cancel and you be able to pick one up. But the question is that how many people are on the darn wait list right now? Like,
I know.
just jump on it everywhere so that
Because
way you can get a
I have
hold of
that bus coming eventually. Oh my gosh, don't get me started with that. The T2 bus is coming, but even though that's it's complete. Like I don't need a whole bunch of Arnold figures and all that stuff. I'm good. But then I said there's no villain with that, and I'm like a T1000. It's just it keeps pressing. That is actually the probably like the top two that's in my cart that I always go back. I have my pages,
it.
save page windows and stuff like that, and I go back. I look at the
Right.
T1000. I said, man, I do have Arnold, but I don't
Yeah.
have T1000. Am I complete? Really? Even though that T2 bust, it
Yeah.
fits everything, but I need that villain. So that I've been toying with that a lot. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's all. There's more in my cart, but that's the ones that's on the top.
Okay. I did see this from Extreme Gamer Collector. I made a big purchase last week. Doom from Prime One Studios Ultimate Edition next to Kratos 1/3 in the future. Well, that's look really good for your gaming setup, man. It really would. John, I mentioned too, like the Joker's Dangerous Gray and the black suit. I thought it looked great too. Those look amazing together. Um, and Mr. Kramer was saying there are just too many things coming in. Yeah, you got a lot, and he the way he displayed his 1/6 Freddy, it looks really good in a case the way he
Yeah,
did. It looks really
yeah.
good.
Mine would look good too if I, had my 1/6 figure still, Alan.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think you're moving on, man. You're what Alan said. That one thing. You're going to next level now. When you get that T800 bus in your
Yeah,
house, you'll realize, like, man, I don't know what I was thinking the whole time. This is where I need to be going.
yeah.
Like, you'll
Yeah, so
see that.
I spoke to a collector who hit me up on my DMs, and we were chatting about anime, right?
Okay.
And he goes to me, because he knows, I'm moving, I'm been trying to like slow my 1/6 figure collecting down
Yep.
and whatnot. And with Omaji cases, he's like, you could fill those up with some 1/6 anime statues. I was like, oh man. And then he started showing me a whole bunch of stuff. And he's like, did you see we like this anime and this? And he was showing me some cool figures. I mean, some cool 1/6 statues and anime. And I said, anime and 1/6 is definitely the sweet spot to go. And I
Dude, those
said,
fit like Figurama dioramas. They're so good.
oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Naruto vs. Pain and Vampire Hunter D and all those other ones. Yeah.
So
There
that
you
is a
go.
route I will go. So it may not be figures, Alan, but 1/6 statues.
Okay.
Hey,
Anime.
I collect the 1/6 Weta Workshop, and so does Alan. So
Yeah.
you're safe, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And they look
that's
good, man. They look good.
All right, Noah, what do you have in your cart? And I know that you got your eye on two particular pieces, and I know those ones you've been looking at. But is there anything else or something different in your cart?
Yeah. So I got a couple different things going on right now. I'd say the
Yeah.
most pressing, urgent one is I got my invoice for the Sume Luffy bust, and
Oh,
but the
Mhm.
shipping was way more than I thought it was going to be, and
okay.
it makes sense because it ships freight. But so yeah, I already paid a pretty big deposit on it, and then I just got hit with like a $2,200 invoice,
Ooh.
and so I'm just trying to I have a few more days to decide on it, but so that's one of the most pressing things I got to take care of. But otherwise, the Rusty Angel Alita should be shipping in a few
Yep.
days, hopefully, or it'll be charging in a few days, so should be coming pretty soon. But I've been looking at the Prime One Lady Dimitrescu on throne or on chair or whatever. That one, that one pop
yeah.
up from time to time.
I
And
like that.
yeah, seeing
That's
more people post pictures of it, and I'm like, oh, man. Once again, that's another $2,000 piece. But so
that's the name of our game. I feel like, man. Like,
yeah. And then the two pre-orders I've been eyeballing would be Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners and that Morrigan statue I actually really like a lot.
Cool.
So yeah, those are the two I've been looking at.
okay, I mean, you've got some in your cart already, and I know things are changing a little bit, Noah, for you, and you sold a few pieces, and you're going to some other ones, and you've got things in your cart. So I'm looking forward to seeing what route you go, to see what changes comes through.
That Rusty Angel, that Rusty Angel, I've been wanting to see that forever. I can't wait till you get that.
Yeah,
I definitely want it.
You see the factory pictures for it?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
And Alan has that coming in too, right? I believe.
I have it too.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll let it out.
God,
gotta jump in, Freddie, somewhere.
Yeah, man. We're all getting ready. Where you at?
Was it buy one get one free or something?
Yeah. It will look good next to my Alita, man. Right on the corner somewhere.
Yep. You can put her up on a little riser behind her or something too.
Man,
all right, somebody find me one now.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be tough to get, but you know what? I think that maybe before launch, right as they're coming in, maybe you'll start to get some cancellations. But I realized the other day, Freddie, is that it has a following almost like Berserk. Like there's a lot of Alita fans, like a lot, like more than I thought there was. So, but I'll keep my eye open if I see anything because I know you're looking for one. But Mr. Kiefer, this is the way I see it: is that when you want something, you just get it. Like I don't know, like you're gonna move something. No, I'm gonna buy that. I'm not worried about it later. So that's kind of how it works. But is there something in your cart, sir, that you haven't pulled the trigger on yet?
Well, there's a couple pieces that I really like. One of them is a fan art piece that I think a lot of people in the community are familiar with. It's a Dark Side on Throne, and man, I really like it. I don't know. It's such a big piece, and I'm not sure if I got it where I would put it. And the light up feature is amazing on it. I think two people in our group have pulled the trigger on it. I think Freddie might have that one coming, and I think Marcos might have it.
Yeah, I think Marcos does. I think Marcos does for sure, Alan.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've kind of helped holding off on that one still, and the other one that I really like is the Prime 1/3 Superman in the dark red and blue suit holding Batman's severed head. I think that's a badass piece. I really like that. And lastly, I have a piece that's on order, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go through with it. And it's the Queen Studio life-size Bale bust.
Okay.
It's another piece that I like, but I feel like I could live without it. It's not on my top of my list like the Natiri life-size bust. I feel like I can't live without that one. I have to have that one for the collection. But if I ended up not getting the Queen bust, the Bale bust, I could live. It wouldn't destroy the direction of the collection. So I'm kind of wrestling with that a little bit too. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, I did the just so you know, Al, and I think you do know, but I pre-ordered the Nightmare Superman that you're talking about, or that you're thinking about talking about. You're thinking about pulling the trigger. I think it's going to be awesome, brother. I think the suit's dark. The darkness of the suit does it for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, I do like it. I think looks like it's going to be very well done.
Yeah.
An awesome piece.
It's going to be one of those last minute, either pull the trigger or let it go. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I think we'll talk about um, Morgan in just a minute because we had a live pre-order a few seconds ago. I think on the plane we had a live pre-order. So, I let me just bring this up before you go into that. I mean,
Mind if I answer a question real quick, Jimmy?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just wanted to get back to Extreme Gamer. I ordered this one from Secret Compass, so
Okay.
I put a deposit down on it a couple years ago.
Okay.
But he actually has it in stock right now if somebody's looking. It's like 19.95, and but just if you're in the U.S., I don't know where it is other places, but yeah, if you're in the U.S., prepare for at least 750 or more in shipping. So freight only. Yeah, no other option but freight. So just keep that in mind.
Expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Great piece. There's still a lot of great pieces right now that are just on my list that I'm trying to. I don't want to say avoid, but man, I just got to be mindful because of the way my collection's going. I even did some photoshopping, moved things around, and when I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? No, that's not going to work. And I've literally changed it around. And then when I say changing, I mean this side over here, like this side over here, because this is going to be a totally different wall over here, and it'll be dedicated to movie, but a lot of it will be based around DC. So I'm looking forward to that. I did want to mention something that I talked about this morning, and it's been on my mind for the last 48 hours. And we'll go. I can't go too into it, but I will mention it this evening. Is that there's a grail that's going to be built by a fan art group coming up very soon, and I try not to use that phrase very much because when you say that in the community, you're like, well, what do you consider to be this and what is this? But I tell you right now, this is going to be done by a very respected group. And I can also tell you this, is that they are sparing no expense to ensure that this is done at the highest level possible. And there's a lot of talk about based on how this is going to be done, different versions, muddy, not muddy version. But how many times have we talked about a company doing a Dutch statue? I know. So, but what if I told you this is 1/3 scale, and it'll match the Predator line, and they're going to have multiple switch outs. They're going to have they're going to go all out with this, and I can tell you right now, what I do know is that it'll most likely be rooted hair, glass eye, silicone. They're going all out. And
what?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so the best way I can say when I talk about this, the best way I can describe this is that it's going to match the Predator line from Prime 1. It's not going to be something real small. Oh well, Jimmy, it's like it doesn't match, or it'd be great, but it doesn't go with the Predator line. They've even talked about making the base look like the Predator bases from Prime 1 to make this match perfectly with the others. So before you message me, just know I don't know who's building it, but I know 1,000% it's happening. Okay, so I don't know prices, nothing like that. I don't know the commissioner or anything like that, but just know.
Let us know in the chat if you would be interested. So if that fan art group is watching, so they can see the interest. So, like, who would be interested in something like this in the chat? It would be a day one PO for me. It'd be a day one.
Yeah,
yeah, me too.
I'd pay him.
I mean, I had this picture too here real quick. Let me bring this up here.
Come on, do it now! Do it now! Do it now! That's my boy. I can't wait.
So, I watched this Sunday. We didn't do the show Sunday, so I watched this Sunday with the youngest because he hadn't seen it. and it's just as good as like back in the day. I
Oh, it's
mean, it
great.
didn't.
It holds up. It's great.
Yeah, it holds up. That pose right there was awesome in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, they even talked about two different versions, like muddy, not muddy, and getting this all together. I can tell you right now, I don't know who's doing this, but I do know this is that the people have said that this will be something that the likeness has to be 100% or it's not coming out. It's not
Mhm.
happening. So I wish them well. I hope they do well with it. This is a piece that everybody wants. So I know that when it does come to fruition, with that group and whoever, how it comes about, I hope they do well with it because everybody wants this. Everybody's been talking about it for years and years and years. And Alan, what I'd like to see is him with a torch, screaming, in the mud. I think that would look just freaking amazing, but also a clean version would look awesome too. So
Oh yeah.
I
What a
can't wait
beach.
to see what they end up doing. Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm trying to plan out my collection, but when I heard about this, I'm like, man, I got to rethink a few things before I pull triggers on anything, because how amazing would it look to have him next to Jungle Hunter? I mean, you can't get more epic than that. That would be just an epic pair to have together. It just would. So good luck to that team. I hope they do well with it. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge behind it, but I do know that they're going to be working really hard to make sure that it's perfect.
I
So
want to say thank you for stepping up to the plate because these other companies
yeah,
are dragging their feet.
Yep.
And yes, they may be on the way and they may be coming, and some may or may not have teased that it is coming, may or may not, you know. But look, I'm not getting any younger, and they could be coming and on their way 2, 3, 4 years from now. By the time it puts out and go, look, man, if a company now is stepping up to the plate and giving us a Dutch, I am
Yep.
grateful. So, and if they're gonna do it right, look, man, I'm the biggest Arnold fan, and I'm the biggest Predator fan. I know some. I'm a Predator, but I'm saying, I'm like, trust me when I say, I'm one of the biggest Arnold fans and Predator fans. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if this Dutch comes out pristine, I am getting it. I just like Matt says, I have everything ready.
Yep.
Just
yeah.
tell me what to sign.
Yep.
I'm getting both versions.
Both.
And
Yep.
the,
Both.
both. Yeah, Alan was saying that too. I'm getting both. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
where
I'll
the
do
hell am I
both.
at?
I can see Freddie standing on a street corner, selling his hot toys.
Yeah,
Just
I'm telling you right now, Arnold in any statue form, especially Predator, he's worth more than a Wonder Woman. He's worth more than a Joker. He's worth more than a Harley, a Sid, whatever you want to call it. My one Sid, I'm
Yeah,
telling, give you, I would have a whole collection if they made like 1/4 and 1/3 statues of just Arnold in most of his movies.
sure.
All to me, all most of his movies are hits. Even Kindergarten Cop. What? Give me
Yep.
anything. Give me anything. Running Man. Give me
And
And
Running Man was
whatever
classic.
it is.
Running Man was so underrated.
Oh,
So underrated. Running
it
Man.
was underrated. I do want to address this to Carl from Carl. And look, nothing against PCS because I know they build great products. I love Ant. I love how they do things. I'm sure they'll do great. Here's where something you have to think about. It probably won't be silicone. It probably won't be rooted hair. It probably won't be glass eyes. And I just know that what I would do is I'd wait to see. That's what I would do. I'd wait to see before I pull the trigger on anyone. But it's a good point. But I personally would say to myself, you know what? Before I get one, because it's going to be a large piece, how it's going to fit in my collection and which one looks better. And also, does it match the XL line? I think that's, to me, that's the factor. Is that if it's, somebody had mentioned the other day in a group, I'm still really happy with my 1/4 scale Dutch. That 1/4 scale Dutch looks a little smaller than 1/4, and it doesn't match any of the stuff that I have.
is it Sideshow?
So
The Sideshow, right?
Yep.
sideshow one, yeah,
Okay,
sideshow one.
yeah.
And there just needs to be another one, and this could be the one that Netflix comes through it, and then Rivals. I just would like to see more from them, and just get to experience this new statue, because um, I, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that there's a lot of talks, multiple sculptors, getting more people involved, and they have said that they want this to be the absolute best likeness that they can possibly put out. So when someone tells you that, you have to start thinking about, okay, well, you look at some of the pieces, well, it kind of looks like him, so that's pretty good. And if someone says they're trying to go for 100% likeness, or it's not launching, what that says to me is that, first of all, that's going to be a really tough challenge. But if they pull that off, guess which one I'm going to go with?
Yep.
Take a guess. That'd be the one. That'd be the one. Not to mention, I don't know if any other company has said, hey, guess what? We're going to do a muddy version, and we're going to do a more military clean version, so you can choose which one you would like.
Yeah.
Again, before you message me, I don't know who's doing this, so please don't I don't want to disappoint you. Basically, what I'm trying to say.
And that's the thing, Jimmy. Even if PCS, as far as every company out there, PCS is the only company that has mentioned. Well, that again, we still don't know, right?
We don't know. Yeah,
we don't know, because even Ann had said that he would love one. So assuming that he does, right, do a Dutch, I could almost guarantee you that it's probably going to be one version. Like we're stating, Jimmy, that this company is going to do two. So even if PCS does put one out, right, and then you compare it to, let's say they do clean, and then this company does clean, you can compare and say, hey, you know what, I like the PCS better, but guess what? You're going to get a muddy. They may not do a muddy, so you still have pickings, to choose, right, one over the other. So I'm grateful.
And I do want to address this too. Is that you have a valid point. There are some companies that actually can't do the likeness 100%. Is that right, Noah? Weta is one of them.
At least at some point, yeah. There was a point where they couldn't. I mean, now they are getting better, and it is pretty close. But yeah, I know at a certain point they couldn't.
And listen, no disrespect to any company, and I know they're trying to go for the 100% likeness. Maybe some are, but do they succeed at that? They get pretty close.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now that the people that are working on this, I don't know who all is involved, but I know that they are really going to go all in on this, and they're going to make it above amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. When you see it come out by a group or whatever, hey, I remember that. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is that I'm looking for people that have a lot more information. But I can tell you this: you can take it to the bank. It's happening, and it will be coming out. So hopefully they'll be able to post some pictures, in a group eventually, and I'll be able to see that, which I'll be super excited to see. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that. So 1/3 scale XL Dutch coming, rooted hair, glass eyes, most likely silicone skin. They're going to work on things, 2 different versions, mud version, clean version. So it's what the community wanted, and I cannot wait to see. I know Alan's just dripping over there and foaming at the mouth. Man, I got to have this piece. It's going to be amazing.
I'm buying both versions. It's going to be a day one for me. It's going to be a day one.
Yeah. I really want to see this. I really do. I cannot wait to see what they end up doing with this. But imagine like Muddy Dutch with a torch, man, screaming. Come on, man. It's like
I said, we didn't have Sunday's show, so I was like, all right, let's put on, because the youngest one hadn't seen the OG Predator. I was like, all right, let's put it on. That movie holds up. It really does. It's like, I was like, man, I thought it'd be, okay, hey, Matt, type thing like that. But no, that thing holds up. I mean, it's legit.
1987.
And I make sure my kids are properly learned. They've grown up in the pop culture. They're not just now, but they know a lot of stuff as far as, the current, stuff and back then and whatnot. And I remember watching it with my kids probably maybe, I'd say, a year and a half, 2 years ago. They're teenagers now. They watched it and they were sucked in. And you know how these kids are too, man. Everything is all microwave. I need it,
well, everything,
but They
and they're
loved
looking
it.
on their phones. They're looking on their, but
Yeah.
no, this one,
Yeah, this
mine was
movie,
like,
this movie, both my kids,
you know,
they
I
were
mean, like,
like stuck to the point where they were just like underneath there because we were watching it late at night in their covers, watching it. They're like, oh my goodness, jump in and saying, oh my goodness, blah, blah, blah. And then even then when my boy come up, it's like, wait, Dad, wasn't he in Rocky? I know who he
yeah,
is. Again, because my kids well learned, man. They're like, yeah, that's him. Oh my goodness,
yep,
he's in this movie too. And when he
yep,
died, I kid you not, my older one, because she loves the Rocky movies. She loved the Rocky. She loves Rocky. I watch it with her all the time. We even watch clips and stuff. And then when he died, my daughter, I kid you not, she's like 15, like tears coming down her eyes or whatever. She's like, no, Dad. I looked at her and I was like, oh my gosh, she's really crying. They love Predator, the first movie. It's good. It is good.
Yeah.
It's good. If you haven't seen it, please watch.
So, E-Man's asking who's making this Dutch. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't have information on who's building this and who's creating it. I do know that it is happening, though, and a reliable source has shared the information to me. And they are going to build a masterpiece. So I can't wait to see this, like what they're going to do or whatnot. So be on the lookout in the groups. I'm sure it'll pop up eventually here. I wish I had more information for you. I just don't know. Okay, I don't know, but I do know this that if I hear anything, I'll make sure I speak to it best I can. But I wish them well. I hope I know they're going to make a great piece. I really really do. So. Great piece coming up. I can't wait for that. It looks like we had like a live pre-order on on the plane. So let me bring this up here before we go into stuff that's controversial. Let me see here real quick. I don't like to do controversial pieces
on a plane, so it's not Noah that rules him out.
I don't like to do controversy on here, but we'll talk a little bit about it. We won't spend too much time. However, and this was announced this week, and I literally had to stop myself like 3 or 4 times of getting this. But it looks like someone did pull a trigger. Brian's on the plane right now on his way to Japan, and he has purchased the Morgan 1/4 scale statue from Prime One. I absolutely love this piece. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it.
The snake is awesome on it. Look at how the skin shines, like a real snake, kind of,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really does. I love the little castle and the Morgan logo with the bats. That's super cool. I think that's the bonus version. You get that when you pre-order it, or that looks cool.
Oh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Look out there.
I really like this.
Alan, what say you?
Man, I love this piece. I just don't know what to pair it up with in my collection.
The other one they're making.
Yeah, okay. The Lilith.
It's actually a good price too, guys. It's only like $1,099.
Oh,
that's really good.
Right. That's why I messaged Jimmy the other night. That's why I can't get this. It's under $2,000. I can't.
Cannot compute.
So if you're not familiar with his character, and back before all y'all were born, I was playing the arcade, right? And this was one of the this is from Darkstalkers. I played the game. She reminds me of the when you think of Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter, she was the Ken of Darkstalkers to me.
Oh, okay.
That's what it reminded me of, because she's quick and her moves kind of spread out a little bit further. And Dimitri was the Ryu version of the character. So I've always loved this character. I never played her in the game. I played the other characters, but just seeing this and the work that Prime One has done on this particular piece blows my mind. I cannot believe the outcome of this statue. Yes, the base is beautiful. Yes, the sculpt is amazing. But Alan, those eyes, there's something about the paint job. And I got a video pulled up that I'll show that shows like the paint job in those eyes. Didn't you speak a little bit to that as well, Alan, how they did that?
Who's looking at the eyes? Jimmy, you're the only one that's looking at the eyes, man.
You know what? I guess so, man. I guess I'm the only guy here. I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy that's not doing that. So, but
No,
yeah,
you're right. They did execute the eyes really well. I'm not sure how they did that.
yeah. Here's some measurements right here: 45 centimeters across, 37 centimeters in depth, and then 55 centimeters in height. You know, it has that like museum. I mean, look at that.
Man, you're right about
Sweet.
the eyes. Jesus.
Nice.
Man, it's like it gives it that vampire look, right? It kind of does, like the way the eyes are painted, and these are painted like that. So they've done such a great job with this. So be careful, Alan. This almost looks like a museum style piece. You see what I'm saying? It almost has that museum look, kind of like what you collect. Just saying.
No,
That's why I'm
listen,
surprised. Yeah. Come on, Alan.
it's a gorgeous piece, and I missed out on the is it HMO
Right.
yeah, I missed out on that one. I really liked. I thought that was the best Morrigan until now. I see this one
Mm.
Is that the one that had the like forced perspective base with the moon? It was like a
with,
castle with like a
with,
moon
with a skull.
skull. Okay, I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Yeah,
Just a
when you look
second.
at it head on, it's a skull, and when you turn it to the side, it's not. It was really kind of neat the way they did it.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Gotcha.
But now she's beautiful, and then of course that would lead to well, you got to have Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's
Thanks.
the $2,000. There's my $2,000. So
Yep.
that
There you
that
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Alan,
go.
could you imagine, Alan, in your bedroom, you have one on the left nightstand and one on the
Yeah.
right nightstand, and you're in your bed, and then you can turn to each lady on each side? Oh,
Yep.
man, that would be sweet.
So I mean, you know what, Alan? They're going to make you buy the other, but the other one will be $4,000 by itself, and then it'd be so.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
That's probably what they'll do. Ross said, Jimmy and team, thank you for the pleasure. No drama, no anger. Hey, you know what, Ross? Thank you for being such a great supporter. You know, it's great to see you, and God bless you too, man. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you and your
Yep.
family joining us every Friday to talk about what really makes us happy in the community. So thank you for being here. So two great pieces. Alan won't buy this now, but Sunday morning when he gets up after he has his coffee and sits down for a little bit, kind of rocks his chair back and forth, he'll send me a message through our group. Guess what, guys? I just pulled a trigger out. I can just see that already happening, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I remember Darkstalker. So when I was introduced to Morgan, right?
Right.
I know Darkstalker's game came out. You know, I played Street Fighter and I played
Yep.
Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. That was my jam, playing in the arcades and laundromats, and you know,
Yep, me too.
if you're in New York City, in Lower Manhattan, in Chinatown district, there's arcades and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to play there too when I was young. I thought I was nice, you know, until there were people like Jimmy on hogging the arcade, and there's like a line because you know that's the arcade, like that what you call it, that side of it, because you're trying to get this guy off of the thing. So there's like a long line because you're trying to get this guy off the arcade stick because he's been winning the whole time. And me there, I'm like, yo, I got this. I got my quarters and stuff like that. Of course, I lost because I wasn't on the same level as some of these guys. But I mean, I used to love playing in arcades. But when I was introduced to her, it was not Darkstalkers. It was Marvel versus Capcom, and to me, that changed the game. I used to play that day and night on my Dreamcast, everything. I loved Marvel versus Capcom, and she was one, Jimmy. Yes, like you said, she was like a Ken. I used to love playing with her. I used to love playing her in Marvel vs. Capcom, and my favorite fighting game of all time is Capcom versus SNK 2, which she is also in. Which I have that game on console. I still play it to this day. But she's an awesome character, and I think she looks amazing in this statue. I think they did her justice.
I think so too.
Yeah.
As bad
You
as I
brought
want,
up,
man.
yeah, you brought up a good point, Freddie. You know, like back in our day, you know, my dad dropped me off at the mall or wherever. Here's $5, $5 in pocket. You go straight to the arcade.
I miss those days.
And like you would wait in line to try to dethrone the
Yes, the Jimmies. Get off.
You would wait in line. But now look, this generation, these kids, why we gotta wait in line? That was the thing.
Yeah.
It's not, everything's not instant.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you gotta wait in line and you gotta just roam the king. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I put my quarter up. You gotta put your quarter up.
You gotta put your quarter up. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm next.
get in line.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For the Jimmy on the joystick, he's thinking is like, oh, okay, now I can play the computer and try to put. Oh, here's ding. I'm like, nope, I got next. Player enter.
Yeah.
I would start at like 8 in the morning, and I would play till almost like past midnight sometimes with $5. I'd have that for the whole day, like the whole day, and I'd go to different arcades and
Probably
play
didn't even
all
go through $2. Me and Matt, $5 spent in probably like 10 minutes.
Dude,
Like, oh man, I'm done.
We would like drop. You know, my dad would drop me off for like five, or if I was lucky, 10. And be like, okay, hey, well, you know, some of this for food court, get you a slice of pizza, whatever, Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm saying, $10.
Good times.
That
man.
would last you the whole day. You'd be like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll pick you up later. You know what I'm saying, you know.
Well, congrats to Brian for picking this piece up. I think the ES was 400. That's right, 400, and it's 1099. And this is I'm tempted. It's glowing for me to click on. Anyways,
I'm tempted too.
Do it.
It's such a great piece, and I do love the bonus version.
Yeah.
There's something about this character that they've done, but you know what? If this sells well, they'll do more. And the one I really want is Dimitri or Queen Bee. I think those would just be a showstopper. I would have to buy it.
Marco, since you're late, you got to do a live PO.
There you go.
I said the 25th. I said the 25th.
Okay.
But I saw someone made a PO, huh?
Yeah, they did. It was Brian on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So
on a plane, my gosh.
Yeah,
congrats,
fits his
man.
collection, man. Wonderfully. Yeah.
Congratulations to Brian for picking that up. It's a great piece. But how you doing, Johnny? Great to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
No. What are you getting this one, or have you thought about it?
The Morgan, I really like it. I'm tempted because it's tough because I really like the PCS 1/3 Morgan, but man, I have like that thing is taking forever. Like I feel like it's never going to come out. Like I've been waiting a long time for that one, so I've been holding off pre-ordering it just because I've been waiting to see, kind of getting a feel for when it's going to release. But so this one would be a little more tempting. So and probably better scaled. That would honestly, I could pair that with Batgirl, and that'd be just fine. And if I make the decision one day to get that Prime 1 Lady D, they could all go together. I could have a vampire Batwoman shelf dedicated to Brian.
Yeah,
I have to figure it out because I really would love to have it. I just don't know how it would fit in my collection here. I'm looking around. I do have one spot that's going to be standing next to me over here on a pedestal, but I thought it would be Tactical Throne. After I see Matt's, I'll know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So,
but Jimmy, you also said in the past no females, man. That's what you always said, no females.
Well, this is probably the exception that I'll make. One and one other one, Pepper and her, because for one, it's fighting games, and two, it's something from my childhood that I remember growing up with.
And
so.
maybe
you got that Alita.
Maybe a little bus. There we go. I mean, no one's.
Oh, the Alita, yeah. I'm getting the Alita a Prime 1 statue. We'll talk about that here in just a minute.
Nice.
But, the Rusty Angel, that is coming out. And let me bring up the picture here, too.
And Marcus, can you believe, man? 3 of these guys on the panel, one behind our backs, and they all ordered it. They didn't even say nothing. Now I'm like, they left me out.
Nothing.
And I got an Alita bus. I need one, too.
Well, I gotta say, Freddie, you weren't on the show that day, so I mean,
whoa!
That's kind of what happened, man.
Freddie, if I was you, I'd jump on all wait lists everywhere, and you'll probably get it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
if you don't get it, let me know. But I'm still not convinced I want to sell mine, but I really love it. Oh wait, let me bring this up here real quick. Hang on a second.
Well, if you do sell it, Jimmy, I'm here for you, man. You know that.
I know.
Got your back.
if I sell it, it's going only to you, so I'm not putting it anywhere else.
Thank you.
So this was posted today by Mr. Martin, straight from the Bat Vault. This guy posted this today. He's the first one in the States that I know of that has the ultimate version with the cave, with the screens. I expect no less from Matt to get the best version of it. So,
I was like, man,
This is going to be a great one, but I can't wait to see your reaction to this, Matt. And uh, I mean, it's there. You said it's pretty heavy, right?
Oh, there's one. Well, they're all heavy, but
Hmm.
there's one box that's like super heavy. The one on the left, that's on the floor on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's the back of the big of the Bat Cave. I'm thinking that's the back of it where it's got like the Batmobile and all that, type
Mhm.
thing like that. So,
Well,
but we'll see. I mean, with respect,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Matt, do
Well,
you have? Sorry, Matt, do you have the I can't remember the Alfred as well.
I had the Alfred, and here's the thing: it was on its way, and
Ryan.
it actually arrived in Ocala, Florida. With FedEx, and then like a few days before Christmas, and then with all the stuff with Christmas came up, and I was like, well, shit, what happened to that damn Alfred? So I checked, and it said still there. So a few days go by, and I call, and they're like, we can't find it. They're like, we can't find it. So I was like, okay. So then I emailed Prime One, and they were like, "Hey, okay, hey, can you send us proof that you communicated?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And they did, and they were like, "Hey, we'll just send you." They were like, "Hey, it's sold out." They were like, "We don't have any more." They were like, "We'll just refund you the money." I'm like, "All right, that's cool." Because I mean, with respect, I'm like, you get this. I think Alfred will be kind of overtaken. I mean, to be honest, so I was fine with it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Yeah. Great piece, Matt. I can't wait to see your reaction to that piece, and I know it's going to be a great one. I had my eye on it for a long time, but I
oh
just
yeah, yeah.
I just wasn't convinced yet to get that. But the version you're getting is just crazy big because of the depth of it. Are you going to put it
The
side by
depth
side?
of it.
Matt? Are you going to How are you going to set this up? Side by side or behind it, or how are you going to do it?
Well, I ordered a big round table from
Oh, that's
Amazon
right.
today.
Mhm.
From Amazon, it says it'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the round table so that way people come over or whatever, I could spin it around and
Yeah.
type thing like that. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
I can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be great, and you got the big boy, so
Oh yeah, yeah. With respect,
My opinion,
that'll.
best blue Batman so far done in any scale.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, with respect, I
Mhm.
think so. Now, what I'm thinking about, and we ain't got to get to it now, but I want your guys' opinion because it came out with the price and everything. But PCS Unicron.
Mm.
yeah, we're going to bring it up. Yeah,
All right.
so
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah, because I haven't looked at it too closely, so yeah,
me neither.
I'm curious.
we'll bring that up here shortly. Let me bring this up because I got to give a shout out to my boy over here. Man, I talked to Jay Polly Weekly,
Oof.
about LDS and the routes they're going, what they're doing. I did talk to him this week. First of all, let me say this. Congratulations, Jay, on selling out of the
Yep.
Joker. Looks like all versions are sold out. But also giving out another portrait he announced today.
Yep.
Uh, that's going to be awesome. But I did hear he did mention this, and that he really wants to look closely at all the portraits one more time. He did
Okay.
mention that. He did mention that. So Jay wants to please everybody. He wants to make the best statue possible. He does not accept that things are just okay. He wants to do things to where they're extreme, they look the best. And shout out to Carl and Jay for going above and beyond with like 6 portraits of for Joker. so
Yep.
so this is going to be a great piece, and I can't wait to see it in people's collection. I love that oh, here's Carl right here. Let me see. So the Black Ultimate, Purple Ultimate are sold out. Purple Ultimate, Black are still out. Okay, so they have a few left of the others. That's good to know. So, but this is the one that I was looking at because I just love the switch outs with Harley Quinn on there. But I don't know, Matt. I love the black version, even though I do like the purple too. But that Alex Ross just
Yep.
screams, And somebody posted a picture of Batman and the Alex Ross version together. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
It looked amazing. So LBS is calling there. There you go, Freddie. It's on you, brother.
Yeah. Oh, the one that has all of the swap outs, every last one of them. Is that the premiere or is that the ultimate?
I think that's the ultimate.
The
That's the
ultimate?
ultimate version. Hmm.
Okay. All right. He said he has some left. Okay.
That's the one you need.
Thank you, Carl. Man, I need
And
I need every piece. Yeah, I
you know,
can't.
I mean, Jay is working so darn hard to make sure that these come out to the best of their ability. I know him and Carl they continue to focus on, their line and getting pieces out. Um, I, I just love it. I do. I think it's going to go well with any DC collection, and I look forward to seeing more from them. But
And Jay
Uh,
said he's even adding an extra sculpt too on top of
I've
a
got it
Jim Lee
right.
sculpt.
another
A
one.
Jim Lee sculpt. Yeah.
Yeah,
A Jim Lee.
Let me bring it up. I got it
yeah.
right here because he did post
Jay's
a picture
spoiling
of it.
us, man.
Yeah, he really knows how to everybody going. You know what I mean? And he did post that skull. Let me go. Let me bring this up here real quick.
He
Now
had
let me
two.
ask Carl. Let me ask Carl since he's in the on the show. Carl, can you tell us, or can you acknowledge, or what can you say? Are you still? Where are you guys at on the clay face of doing clay face?
Seriously.
I don't know if he can talk about that. I don't
Okay,
know.
well,
Well, if you, I mean,
yeah, it's up to him. It's up to him.
okay, I don't know if they can talk about that. Yeah, but you know what? I would love to see it. I would love to
Yeah,
see
we
it.
would love to see a clay face.
Yeah. So, but let me bring this up here real quick. Jay is promoting one more sculpt as a return favor for trusting LBS. Joker sold out, and on my way saying thank you. We are giving you this Jim Lee inspired Joker head as a freebie. So as soon as DC approves it, we will include it in the box. I
That's
mean,
the best sculpt to
I
me.
love this
That's the
sculpt.
best sculpt.
I
yeah,
love this
I mean, and we all know. Look, he didn't have to do that. Like he could have
No.
just said, "Here's what you're getting. It's going to be great. Congrats." But again, Jay really wants to have one of the best Jokers around, and he really wants to make sure everyone is happy. They're getting the statue, of their choice, and I really have a lot of faith in LBS. I really do. Jay's such a humble guy too. He's super nice, and he wants to do the best he can possibly do. So I'm looking forward to seeing this and what they come up with next. I think it would be fantastic to see that. It really would. Brian was saying, actually started the pre-order process. The black suit only went open. I'm saying too many pre-orders. I'm sticking one for it. You know what? I know that feeling, but I mean, you really have to when you get into that predicament, right? When you get into that in that predicament, you just got to ask yourself.
Yep.
You got to ask yourself, what would Alan do? And that is what would make more sense to people. When you ask yourself that, then you would do that. So Alan, what would you do? I already know what you would do. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I already know what you would do. But yeah, great piece of LBS, like I said, and I look forward to seeing more of what they'll be coming up with. I
So,
really
so
will.
when they say sold out, they mean that they're sold out directly from LBS, but all of the distributors probably still have
Correct.
some.
The distributors may have some that are left. I would imagine they would. But I can only if they're already sold out. I don't know what some of the distributors had on hand or in stock,
Yeah.
but I do know this: there was only like 50 to 75 of each, and
Yeah.
that's not that many. So if
No.
if you're on the fence and you really wanted that one, I would personally order that one at that low of an ES. I'd be all over it. But you know. Congrats to anybody who kidnapped that piece. I think it's going to be great. I think I saw a few companies, and I think Jay did mention that he recommends Statue Brothers for getting that ordered.
Also, too, Jimmy. Besides the Joker Hush portrait, they also give an additional Harley portrait after the sale started too.
I did
So
see that.
yeah, so that's
Yeah.
awesome, and that was my biggest issue. I said on the other show is like the Harley portrait wasn't for me, but the new one looks pretty damn good. So that's
Yep.
what's making me say maybe I might just put a deposit on it, and just ride it out, see if I can do it. So we'll see. It's a great
Yeah,
piece.
I mean,
I like it. I like everything about it, honestly. You get a
yeah,
lot of
it's
a lot of bang for your buck with this one. I know it's $2,000, but I don't know. For 1/3, that's about the price we get now. But that's honestly for two 1/3 statues, $2,000. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's a pretty good deal in my opinion.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be a great one. I
Yeah.
think it is. I mean, let me bring this up. And Matt's like the ultimate dad. So he makes sure that his kids are taken care of very well. And this is a piece that came up this week. So I am very familiar with this character, and I do know that in the storyline he was pretty epic from the
Yeah.
movie. I remember this from my childhood. It's a great piece, a great throne piece. I do love the planets on the side here,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of it. This looks just like the character, I swear. And they did have some measurements too. This okay, so this is what oh man, that looks great. So I'll give you my opinion first, Matt, and let me just go through some of the pictures here real quick, and you can kind of get a good idea. I do like the wings and how they're done because it's exactly like
Yeah.
like the 80s show. Not too much detail on the base, but you kind of get a good idea of what it's going to look like. Now, I'll tell you right now, I was talking to. Was there any? No, I didn't say I couldn't say. So I was talking with Victor. If y'all remember Victor from Supercraft today, and asking how he was, things are going. Guess what?
Uh-oh.
Take a guess. Guess what? They're going to be making an announcement very soon.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
They're going to make an announcement very soon, and guess where they're going to come? They're going to show. I've already been talking with them. They'll be joining us in the future here.
Cool.
So,
Right.
Great guys.
I just thought I'd mention that. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just saying that they did tease when they're because Alan kind of poked it out on him, I think, a little bit, and Alan's very convincing, and they did mention that they are when you have Autobots, you got to have Decepticons. So when you think of Decepticons and you think of planets, what do you think of? The villain, one of some of the, and he was a planet in the movie. So this is a great piece. It's just awesome, and PCS is going to do amazing with their Transformers line. I think this looks great. I think it could use some more detail on the throne. If it was me, I would hold off just a bit to see what other companies are going to be doing.
Yeah.
I mentioned that. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but
I do have the Supercraft Autobots.
I love that one.
So yeah,
That's
I do
cool.
have that.
Mm-hmm.
Alan, can I get away with it since it's a movie piece?
No, you need a big spear. That's what you
Oh,
need.
got it.
for your
Okay.
piece. A big ugly spear, bay former right there.
Yeah, I do know that they'll be making some announcements soon. I did mention I've been on the show several times for all companies is that transparency is very important to the community, along with communication is extremely important because everybody wants to know where their piece is, how things are coming along, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. Okay, so Marcos, to start with you, man. What do you think about this piece here? Are you familiar with it?
So I'm not familiar with it. Like I said,
Oh, you're too young. I forgot.
That's it for 100%. But I do know the Bayformer one, which is literally just a big ugly sphere of a planet. It's like it reminds me of the Fantastic Four. They made Galactus a big ugly cloud. So movies have to do something stupid always. But this looks good. Like I'm with you though. The lack of detail in the base or the paint job details. I just don't know much about the character, so I can't give it like this is like accurate or not accurate. I just don't know. But I know it's not a big ugly planet, so that's at least a plus. It's actually a transformer. Matt could definitely talk about this more because I know he knows more. Freddie too, I think knows a good bit about Transformers because this is not my age group. I would say what we know is the
Baby
Bayformers.
Marcos, we know.
So, yeah.
Well, I grew up watching it, so
Mhm.
I watched I watched the whole movie several times. It never destroyed my childhood, but I loved it. I loved every minute.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Freddie,
Speaking
what
of them,
this piece?
speaking, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, speaking of movies, like I think it was like 2 years ago. It was the anniversary of the GI Joe movie,
Oh,
animated movie, and I went
right.
to see that back in the theater. That thing held up, bro.
Yeah,
And
it's awesome.
Don Johnson was the voice of Flint.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I was
That's
like,
really cool to know
yeah,
that.
that was cool. So
Yeah. So, Freddie, are you familiar with this character? Do you know what I'm talking about? PCS.
Oh yeah, man. First of all, I love G1.
yeah, G1. Yeah.
G1 for me is the my go-to. Nothing against Marcos's favorite Bayformers because they're all new and colors popping and
Megan Fox is all I cared about.
That's what the kids like, man. They want the
Exactly,
fast
Megan
cars
Fox.
and the colorful stuff, and I need I love the G1 look, and I'm surprised they're doing him. I first of all, I know this can't be scale
Huge.
because this guy is big. It doesn't say how they didn't do the measurements
No apple.
on this yet.
I can bring him up for you real quick. Yeah, it's not in that picture, but it's 24 inches tall, 43 and a half inches wide, and 20 inches deep.
It's actually not that
Not
big.
too big, just wide.
It's
Not too big. Yeah.
Yeah, you could fit it on a garage shelf. So
Yeah,
That's
easily.
actually pretty. I'm shocked it's that small. It looks big from here.
Honestly, that's around the Man Bat piece I have. Honestly, like, it's really not
Oh,
far
yeah.
off from that.
Mhm.
The width
Yeah,
wise
that's-
and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, this dude, he can transform into a planet too.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's cool that they're doing this. I'm sure there's fans out there who want some, but I like the look. I like the concept. I think it's pretty cool. Not for me. If I ever did, like I said, go into a line, it'd be the XM G1s.
Those are
But
awesome, man.
because
Yeah, those
I
are
just
great.
I'm a sucker for proximity pieces, and I wouldn't even know how you would do a proximity piece for my boy right here. but I think it's just cool, man. I agree with you, Jimmy. I think the
Okay.
base needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
It just looks, what's the word? It looks really.
Queen
It
Studio.
looks like yes. I was literally about to say that, Marcos.
Rock.
Thank you. That literally came into my mind. It looks like a Queen
Ouch.
Studio space. So,
Ouch.
if they
Okay.
fix that, I think they'd be all right.
All right. So, Mr. Kiefer, what's your thoughts on this piece? Do you remember this, or do you have any remembrance of this character?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm not that familiar with the character, but I do like the way the piece looks. I love the colors. I love the design of it. I think Matt's kids are
Expensive.
really lucky to have a dad that might buy this for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's $3,200 right
Yeah.
now.
I forgot about that. Crazy.
Ouch.
It's a little expensive.
If I was to get involved in Transformers, it would probably be the Bayformers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of those pieces are more like kind of the style that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this thing looks amazing. The colors really pop, and
It
I
does.
think that's what draws me to this piece the most is the color combination.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Marcos, maybe he knows because he loves his Bayformers. I stopped at like 3 or 4.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
love
be
it.
honest. I stopped at like 3 or 4. I know there's 7, 8 movies now. Is he in the new movies?
So I stopped at 3 as well, but he's in one of them. I actually watched Bumblebee, and then I watched the newest
I
one.
love
which is
Bumblebee.
all right.
I saw that one. I love Bumblebee. Yeah.
You're talking
He
Rise of
was
the
in-
Beasts?
He was mentioned in the third one, I believe, and in the fourth one, where Megatron Optimus Prime becomes evil. He was in it. Like he was like the big bad, but he never showed up. He was just a big planet.
So
That's all.
Unicron never showed up in any of the movies.
He did,
Well,
but it was like a big
in
planet.
it was in Rise of the Beast, the last one.
Rise of the
Oh,
Beast.
I
that's
didn't
okay.
see
I
that
did
one
see
either.
Yeah,
I
there you
didn't
go.
see it either.
There
Okay,
we go. Thank
I
you.
might watch. I might watch that one.
It's decent, yeah.
It's like Fast and Furious. It's dumb fun.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I gave up after 3. Like, because to
Yeah.
me, I'm all for hey, let's go to the movies and watch some Transformers and all that stuff. But that it doesn't appeal to me now. Like after this third one, I was just I tapped out. I said I'm done.
No,
But
no more
Bumblebee,
Shia LaBeouf, no
I
more
love
Megan
Bumblebee.
That's a
Fox.
different director though.
It was.
Yeah,
Bumblebee
and Rise of the Beast was somebody else.
Yeah.
All right, Noah, what's your thoughts on this piece? Do you remember this or?
Yeah. I actually, I'm a big fan of the Transformers movie. I have that, and then I have the like a DVD box set of the whole show from the '80s.
Okay.
I really do like it a lot.
Cool.
I haven't seen every episode because there's just tons of them, but I've seen a lot of them. So
Okay.
it's really good. I do like this piece a lot. I'm not 100% sure if it's really worth that price tag. That's kind of a lot of money.
Yeah.
The paint job, it looks like a very intricate sculpt. The paint job looks pretty intricate, but there's some simplicities too. But the color does look amazing. I don't really have too much of an issue with the throne. I mean, it is a kind of a cartoon piece, and it looks like they have tried to add some cracks and some different colors to make it look like it's glowing. But I do agree with Vision. If the chair lit up, that would definitely sell it for me at least a little bit on the price. So
Sure.
but yeah, I think it looks pretty good. But I know some people are tired of throne pieces. I know somebody had mentioned that they should have done him standing up because they didn't they just put a PO out for the Optimus, like the huge Optimus that's standing. It's like something like 40 inches tall or something like that.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was one of the bigger scale pieces.
They
showed him at a
this.
con recently. Huh?
Yeah, it would dwarf this at this point at 40 inches tall compared to 24.
Yeah, and I think they're calling this museum scale.
Yeah,
which I had the Optimus Prime, the cell shaded one that was in museum scale a couple years ago from them. It was a really, really good piece. But yeah, this looks a little bit bigger. But that Optimus Prime was $800, and this is $3,250. So, and there was some similar scale. I know Unicron's a little bit bigger, but I don't know, man. I like the piece, but yeah, a little pricey.
A little pricey. That's what I was
pricey.
I personally,
it's going to be like 4,000 after shipping, probably. Like even if you have a really good price, I mean, I could see this coming in maybe one gigantic box, hopefully 2 boxes if they want to split it. But yeah, I can see the shipping pushing this to $3,750 or 4,000, and I just
5,000 with tariffs. 5,000.
Right? Yeah, so I just don't know if it's worth that for what it is.
No.
Well, Matt, look, I'll tell you, I think it looks great. I think there could be some more detailed work into the base of this, to the throne. I think that would be better. However, I know another company is working on something pretty special, Decepticon wise. So before you pull the trigger on anything, I would wait.
I would just go wait and see what Supercraft has in mind.
Yeah, I would definitely wait, and if it's not something you're to liking, you've got another choice.
Yep.
So it's still a great piece, So great piece by PCS.
Matt.
Go ahead.
Matt, do you have the other Supercraft piece?
I've never ordered. That was the first piece I've ordered. The Transformer from Supercraft, and then the.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, then that Batman one with Kid Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
So I got 2 pieces with them. Ordered with them. So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
You've got their whole line so far. They've got 2 pieces. You got both.
I got the whole line, baby.
Yeah. If that's the case, I think I would definitely wait to see what.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait.
See what the next one looks like. It might be like a perfect match.
Yep.
Mr. Poe was saying it looks like a giant Hasbro piece.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
I know what
Hasbro actually came out with. That was one I actually was tempted to buy when they came out with it. Hasbro actually has a.
Are you talking the HasLab Unicron or the actual Hasbro one?
Yeah.
Okay, the HasLab one.
Unicron. I actually was going to get that one too at some point.
Mm-hmm. It
does kind of look like it a little.
PCS did announce a new license, Planet of the Apes. I'm interested to see what this is like. Well, what if they did Caesar, life-size bus? Well, I think there was a fan art piece a while back. There was a Caesar fan art that it looked amazing. Like, it was so good. So
and then
I'm looking forward to it.
The Koba is even better.
Yeah. I don't know what they'll do with this, but I mean, what Matt? If they have Planet of the Apes, license, what do you want to see them do? PCS.
Definitely Caesar. I love that whole trilogy, and a lot of people don't know it, but Matt Reeves, the guy, the director, who does the Batman, the new Batman, did, and I was like, what?
Okay.
I was like,
Did an
so
excellent job.
He did an excellent,
phenomenal.
And, I mean, and even our, we have one daughter, our teenage daughter. I was like, hey, just check this out. I think you'll like it. To get her, and I was like, you actually like feel for the apes, I mean, to have that, and she was like, God, why are they, is Caesar gonna die? I was like, well, you got to watch the movie, and we to get her to sit down and be home these days, but we did it like 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
That whole series, and she was like, "Oh, this is one of the best movies, out there." I was like, "Yeah, it's like definitely."
It's the most underrated trilogy in the past 20 years, 100%.
Oh yeah,
100%. Like
definitely.
Easily one of the best. But I do think I would break people's hearts. I think they're doing the Charleston Heston, because if you look at the quote,
they probably are doing Charleston Heston.
Take your paws off me, you damn dirty ape, which is fine. It's the OG, and then like the older stuff for sure.
Yeah.
So that's what, like 60s, 70s, I think, was Charlton Heston.
Yeah.
I remember watching.
They're gonna do that. Give me the Marky Mark though. The Tim Burton,
Marcos,
the ugly Marky Mark one.
I want to say this. I agree with you. I'm not gonna. This is a wild take. Because I seen all the old ones. I watched it with my grandfather. Because my grandfather, he passed already, but he got me into Planet of the Apes. He's a huge Charleston Heston. He loves all of that. I watched it with him. But again, I was young. I was 8, 9, and I guess they were good. But again, when the Marky Mark one came out, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed
Paul
it.
Giamatti.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That one. And the ending, I was so upset in compared to, because I was like, wait, did he just go back in time? Because he didn't arrive when they did it. Like, he arrived onto Earth. I was like, oh, he made it back. But then there was a statue, and I said, of the ape of a statue of
Abe Lincoln.
And I was like, wait, did he just go back in time or a different dimension? I was like, yo, and they ended like, I was like, please give us a part 2. We never got it.
Never did.
We never got
it. $2.
We never got it.
It made $2. That's why
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Okay, so Noah, what would you like to see from PCS for Planet of the Apes?
I don't really have anything to say on that, to be honest. I have never watched these movies. I've always meant to, and I've heard good things, but I've never seen any of them. So I have no idea. I will say I did see the trailer for the newest one, and it does look pretty badass. So
it is really good.
Take some time to go back and watch it.
No, the main character in the new ones is named Noah. Might as well watch it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, I recommended Noah for sure. Watching it, Mr. Kiefer, what would you like to see from this line?
I'm not a super big fan of Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of them.
Okay.
They don't really do it for me.
Okay.
But I'm sure whatever they do, if they do a Caesar, hopefully they do it with all the punched hair and everything.
That'd be amazing.
Would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't hint at scale or anything, so it's going to be a complete surprise. We really don't know what they're going to do. But they usually do a good job with some of these different licenses. So I'm anxious to see what they do, but I probably wouldn't be interested in purchasing anything.
Okay. Yeah, same. I mean, when I'm not gonna give everything away, but I mean, still, it's like because Noah has seen a lot of it, but the Statue of Liberty scene is one scene that just keeps going through my head of just how epic that was, back in the day. But who knows what they will end up doing? But I look forward to it. I'm always looking for new lines and what companies will do with them and what their art direction will be. I think it'll be great.
I'm not the biggest, like, you have to do mixed media, but with apes and chimps and all that, I think you kind of have to. Yeah. And I don't know if PCS has the abilities. Have they done any silicone and rooted hair like that? They did the wolf. The wolf, yeah. The what's it called?
And it looks great.
Yeah, there we go.
Great. It looks great.
Yeah, at least the prototype looked good. We'll see about in hand, but did they
Weren't
do
they
something
supposed
like that?
to do another? Weren't they supposed to do another rooted hair, like, werewolf character? Like, was it William or something? I can't remember.
Oh, from Underwater, right?
Yeah. And didn't they end up just going the sculpted route?
Yeah. Okay, but another question too. Do you guys think if they do the Caesar trilogy, do you think Caesar belongs on a throne? If they do a throne piece,
I think so, but will people want it? I don't know.
That's true.
I think
That's a
so.
question. Yeah, it's a good question.
I will say, Marcos, the Prime One's Kong looks pretty good sculpted. And
It
the
does.
Godzilla
It
with
does.
Kong, yeah.
I love the prototype of the bus, but the in hand didn't really come to fruition. I
Oh
would
yeah,
say.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I wanted that Kong bus so bad. It just didn't do it for me.
You
In
just gotta
hand.
comb the hair, man. That's all you had to
No,
do.
not just that, but
Brush
he'll
it, comb it
put
out.
another thing out too. Is like that thing is gonna be a dust magnet. I'm like, oh, that is so true. My gosh.
That's why you need Allen cases, man.
Yeah, there we
Come on,
go.
bro.
Alan,
Allen's like, I don't have that problem.
That'll solve everything. That'll solve everything. So, I did want to bring this up, and I know I've seen this on a few other channels recently, but I did want to speak to it just a little bit. Let me bring this up real quick. XM finally, I'm sorry when I say finally because it sounds bad, but it kind of is bad. But
it's the truth. It's the truth.
XM finally showing their Joker from the White Knight series.
Mhm.
It looks like they're finishing this up, but man, when you as I know a lot of people cancel this that was waiting for so long, but you can see the paint job. It looks great. I think it looks.
Fantastic.
The problem with this is that I'm just going to say it just took too long.
Yep, it took way
It,
too long.
it just took too long, and look, if you're getting this still and you had faith and you're holding on to your order, congratulations, because I think it looks pretty good, and you have a lot of patience, my friend, a lot. So I'm glad to see any type of updates from PCS. I'm sorry, from XM Studios, and it's good to see any type of update. But this one is way behind, so I'm interested to see what they post next, and if they have more updates for us, because I definitely want to see more of this. But does anybody have this ordered here?
No.
I did. I canceled.
You cancel, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. So
Yeah, I canceled a long time ago. Yeah, and I was waiting on it for a while. So yeah, because
yeah,
I bought White Knight on Bat Cycle like a year and a half ago or more, and then and I ordered this pretty much right away to try and pair it with it. But yeah, it was just going on for way too long. So
yeah. Unfortunately, it just took a long time, and I know a lot of collectors were just a little disappointed with that. But it looks like if you held on to your order and if you're still interested, it looks like they're about to ship a few. I did see Alan Benjamin. He had some in the back of his vehicle that he was bringing from the White House and was going to ship out. So he posted that in Cosmic. But you know what's? I think we talked about it before, Alan. He literally lives a block from XM Studios, so he just walked over there and grabbed a few, and then came back and got them ready to go. So,
That's cool.
I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out what they end up doing. So, like I said, we have that piece of order. Good, congratulations.
Well, guys, I got to get out of here. It's
Okay.
been a long day, but
Okay.
hope you guys have a good night, and thanks everybody for watching and everything. And
Okay,
get
Matt.
out of here because Marco showed up. So Marco,
All right, Matt.
Whoa.
Man, you ran him out.
All right, guys, y'all be good.
All right, Matt, later.
Peace, Matt.
Take care, Matt. Okay. So this was posted by CBAT, looks like. And he got in his 1-to-1 comic Batman in.
In the gym.
Wow, Jimmy. Congrats.
So congratulations, Jimmy. Looks pretty good. This seam line here. Is that a seam line?
Where? The shoulder?
Or muscle definition?
I don't know. It's tough. I can't really see.
Can't see it.
It might be a seam line, but I don't know. It could be, but it doesn't
alright,
look
though.
like.
Yeah.
It looks like part of the body, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know. I just can't see, honestly. There's another picture that's actually close up on the portrait and it kind of shows the shoulder. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. I love the texturing on this. It looks awesome. His face
Kind of
looks
looks
awesome.
for me. The only thing is the stance is a little weird, The paint job and the sculpt is really good though, but kind of an older Batman portrait, which is not my Batman. That's going like more Dark Knight, which is not bad, obviously. Just some people's preference. He is absolutely ripped to the fucking gills, though. Look at that, dude. This dude is straight muscle.
Yeah,
My
that's
gosh,
Batman.
this ain't Alex Ross Batman, that's for sure.
Batman's gotta be ripped, man.
He's
Mind
got
and
muscles
body.
on muscles.
Mind and body. That's what he says.
Yeah.
He has to know. He has
But
to.
the cowl looks really good, actually. From right
It
here,
does.
the paint job and the texture looks really good. I love I'm a big Batman belt fan, and this is like my type of belt for Batman right there. Perfect.
Marcos, let me ask you: could you actually believe a Twilight Batman could take on a Bane? I don't think so, right?
Old Batman, you're saying?
No, a Twilight Batman.
What do you mean Twilight? I don't understand.
Robert Pattinson, man.
Oh,
I'm saying, would you believe him? He can take on a Bane.
It depends on what Bane we're getting. Are we getting Dark Knight, like Tom Hardy? Yeah.
Man, you're getting a strong Bane, man. Any Bane
we're
is
getting
strong.
like juiced up to the gills, like like he's like 20 feet tall Bane. Is that
even if it was Christopher Nolan's Bane? Pattinson can't take him, man.
He can take Tom Hardy's Bane, dude.
No way.
Christian Bale hit him with a left hook, and that's all it took. Let's be honest here.
Nah.
Some of the worst fighting scenes in all of Batman. I love those movies. Some of the worst fighting scenes, though. Honestly,
Yeah,
I love Nolan too.
Yeah, man. But anyway, you need Batman to be beefed up, man. Some muscle definition. Take on the Croc. Take on Bane. This guy. Come on.
Dude, Christian Bale is like your favorite. And he's skinny as skinny mini in that Batman.
Christian Bale is not my
favorite.
favorite. Christian Bale is not my favorite.
My bad. Keaton's skinnier. Keaton's skinnier.
Yeah, but he ain't take on Bane. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He's gonna have to do some crazy tactics, man. What I'm saying though,
Batman's got him
hand to hand though, man. In our comics, that's what I'm talking about. In comics, you need him to be a little.
Batman can take on Bane, obviously. Right? That's comic accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ross. Appreciate it. Great Batman, great pickup, Jimmy. It looks pretty cool.
Don't call him Twilight Bane again, though, Freddie. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Not that one. Can't bring that up. Let me see real quick. Oh yeah. So you have to explain to me what we're looking at, Marcos. Here.
What is this? Anime.
This. Hey, calm down. This is Well, you always say that when you don't know when it's an anime piece, but this is a One Piece statue that was posted. Let me bring this up here real quick. I thought it looked amazing, to be honest with you. Let me see real quick. There was a short video and then some pictures of it as well. But
Frankie, super. He's the American of the group.
That's cool. We need that before
He's a cyborg. He's a cyborg in a Speedo. That's literally what he is. A cyborg in a Speedo.
Is this Sume? What is this?
I almost bought this piece 9 times. If I do get a Frankie and they never come out with like a licensed one that's better than this, I would get this. It's probably the best Frankie so far.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. The Lido feature. So he's on his like big old cyborg. He has like a big old mech suit. Basically, that's what he's on top of. And he himself is a cyborg as well. So he's the shipwright of the crew. So he handles the ship, builds the ship, everything. So he's like a engineer genius. That's what he is in a Speedo. That's what he is. Engineer genius in a Speedo. I love Frankie. Like I said, he's so every character is from a different country. And the author said he is from America. So he's the American of the group. So there we go. I love this piece. It's really good. Multiple portraits, Lido feature. It's an unlicensed company. I know that for sure. I forgot exactly the name of it, but it's a really good piece. I love it.
I'm sorry. I'm just not following. I thought One Piece was on pirate ships. How do they get supports?
Huh?
One
Piece is weird. Okay, so like it's like old technology and new technology. It's mixed in like it's a weird thing. So there's like in the earliest parts, there's like no like electricity. Then there's electricity everywhere. It's just different, man. And there we go. Frankie loves cola, so he's powered up by cola. So if he drinks tea, he becomes proper. If he drinks coffee, he becomes energetic. If he drinks obviously like whiskey or rum, he gets drunk. So like he whatever he drinks, is what he gets. How he acts is awesome. OPM, there we go. It's a really good piece. Like I said, if no one else comes out with the piece license, I'm hoping Sume or Jimmy does it. Jimmy Palace does one, but if they don't, I would probably get this one. It's really good. It's so weird with anime statues because the unlicensed companies a lot of the times look better than the license.
I agree.
It
They're
really does.
they're way
So,
more over the top than the
and
licensed
they're
ones.
cheaper. That's another thing. But a lot of the time, sometimes the resale value isn't that great, but you still get a great piece. So that's like the trade off, and it's cheaper. But sometimes the unlicensed ones sell super well online. Like I know, what's it called that Monkey D. Luffy with the big old fist. You guys seen it a million times. That one
Yes.
sells like triple the price. It was like 800 retail with shipping, and then it sells like for 2,000. So like some pieces do sell really well. But this piece is awesome, dude. I love it.
Can I say not to call this company out per se, right? Prime One, right? I love Prime One. We all love Prime One. You know, they make good quality statues. But from what I see, I don't know, maybe Marcos can chime in or whatever. When they make their anime pieces, or no, right? When they make their anime pieces, I don't feel that Prime One's anime pieces are as charismatic
They're
than
not.
Flashman's as like custom statues or say Sume or what have you.
They play safe.
Yeah, it's like because again, this is why again I'm not because I know the anime pieces that they have are really good pieces in quality, but they're just that's why I said when I look for anime pieces, I look for stuff that
bombastic, big.
It has the true
creative
spirit of the actual anime, right, Marcos?
Mm-hmm.
And so because that's why I'm not drawn to a lot of Prime Ones. That's only one company. There's other companies that are like Prime One that's it's too safe.
Raul was saying crazy concepts and realism. I don't like it. Okay, so with Prime One, especially like if you look at Sume, they take big chances on really big concepts.
I love that.
Anime pieces, and that's a licensed company. Prime One definitely plays it safe. Like if you look at that Chainsaw Man one, it's a very safe piece.
It's good, but it is.
Yeah, it's a very safe piece. Like the blood work, paint job, amazing. Prototype wise. Mm-hmm. They do need to get a little bit more creative, especially with the 1/6 scale, because I think that Chainsaw Man is a 1/6 scale. But they try to do 1/4 scale, which is a decent scale for anime pieces, but the 1/6 scale is kind of like the prime scale for anime pieces. Because you can do big bases like this, like a whole like environment type piece. It's kind of like those Sume, Joker and Harley and Batman. Like there's a big base, and like a whole diorama basically. So I think Prime One definitely needs to get a little bit more creative with their anime pieces, especially in the 1/6 scale. Sume is the best for sure.
Because I feel like Prime One can't
almost every piece.
I feel like Prime One, Marcos, Noah. I feel like I don't think they can handle it. Like, they look at something like they're probably like, nah.
But if you look at, I let no go. But if you,
you're good. I mean, Prime One. A lot of the times, I mean, they like to try and do a more like museum look. But
yes,
I mean, if you look at the Berserk statues, those are pretty impressive. I haven't seen too many other third-party pieces that are that good. And then even the new Attack on Titan one that Jimmy was looking at. Levi versus the Beast Titan. That one's pretty dynamic. The Ninja Scroll piece is really dynamic.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're getting there. But yeah, I feel like for a while the anime stuff was a little bit more dull. So and it's same for me. I would look for unlicensed stuff. So first, but I think Prime One's kind of getting the memo and trying to make things more action packed and dynamic. It's cool they're doing them in quarter scale too. So
and hopefully they also light up to Marcos' standards.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We did this.
A new company that's really been doing some good stuff is Anime Mason. The new creative director for them, it's a new company, licensed company, was at J-Mate Palace, and J-Mate Palace was really doing some great stuff. So can't wait. They're coming out with the Zorro very soon, and I can't wait to see that. Attack on Titan, they did it justice, but that Levi Beast, it just messed up because it had no blood. That was the only issue.
That's my problem.
It's a big issue too, because that's a bloody scene. Like there's blood everywhere in that scene. Jimmy knows it too. It's almost all blood outside of it. Yeah.
That's why I prefer the custom one over that piece, just because you get more blood.
Like this is a good piece, but I don't know. It's
well, this is supposed to be about James, the collector James Rules on the anime.
I love the North Star,
and I love this anime. I really do. This paint job reminds me of like the art of the actual manga, so it's kind of cool. I'm sorry, not the manga, like the anime, like the movie. The way it's shaded and painted like that. So that's what it reminds me of. But there's something about this piece that when I saw it, I'm like, man, there's so many epic scenes in this in the film. This isn't the one I would use. This is the one I wouldn't have gone with. But it's cool that it has it's two characters. It is 1/3 scale. and you do get the representation of both. So,
But
And
Jimmy,
quarter
yeah,
scale.
that's part of the point I was making too, right? It's not that, like I said, Prime One makes quality statues, good statues, anime, right? But it's like I said with anime for me, right? Which I'm not against the museum pieces and certain, but it's like I feel like I said with anime to capture the spirit, I like the flam, just like with the one that you like, Jimmy, the Ninja Scroll, right? I thought that was excellent the way they
Great
did that.
piece.
I said,
Great piece.
yo, I said, now we talking. Like Noah
Yeah.
says, they're kind of getting the memo now, right? This is what anime is supposed to be, statues. Like, let's get them fight and let's get them in movement, right? So,
But see, Freddie, in the same way, like with Prime One's Lord of the Rings line, like they are epic, they're really good, but there's just something about the way that Weta Workshop, to me, their 1/6 scale dioramas, like that just has so much more, charm to them. So than Prime One's pieces.
100%.
Yeah.
Prime, like I said, Prime Ones look amazing, but they feel a little more empty. I don't know. There's just not that like good Lord of the Rings, like I don't know, feeling to it.
I'm with you. Yeah, I feel like they don't capture the spirit too much. They look nice and they're good. Oh, I need this piece, like this right here. This is nice, but I don't really feel that, like it's a charm or
A
the
perfect
spirit
example of like Prime One where they're at. Look at their. Like, I just talked about it in the chat too. So the Goku in Prime One, it's probably the best Goku ever. The Vegeta in Prime One, it's one of the best Vegetas of all time. And then they go to the Frieza, it's very museum, and it didn't sell that well. So like they went from a progression of like very dynamic, very big pieces, and then to kind of like more statue, static piece, and didn't sell very well. So I think. And it's 1/4 as well. I know that line is 1/4. So I think they do. I know it's more expensive. It's harder to do in 1/4, but I think they just got to be more creative. That's all it is.
Didn't Sume do that quarter scale Freezer where he had the big
awesome.
red?
Yeah, he has a whole.
Like, see that one caught my eye.
Yes.
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
But it's one of our friends. It's trying to sell it, and he can't sell it either. But just the market, obviously, just dog doo doo right now. So, but it's a great piece. I think, but I had a lot of issues coming out to it in hand. There's a lot of breakages with people's pieces, so that kind of sucks. That's.
Yeah.
And never can account for that.
Alan just texted me and said, "Yo, you went past your anime limit."
But no, you're right though. They dominate the Berserk line for sure. There's no doubt. Like that. Yeah. That is the best line. And I don't know. J&D is coming up, right, Alan? J&D is coming up with the Berserk line.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, yeah, look at Alan. Wait. Look at Alan.
Well, we'll see. I want to see more.
J&D also, speaking of that, they put a tease out today.
Yes.
And I'm not even familiar with who the character was.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't see that.
It's a female Alan this morning.
Can you bring it up, Noah?
I'm gonna look for it real quick here.
Stellar Blade.
Oh, okay. Stellar Blade. Yes.
Blade.
Yeah. Okay, that one.
I know you're interested in that.
Yeah, man, it was. I love that game. It was a really fun. It felt like playing a game on like the PS2 back when I was a kid. It was felt like a solid video game.
PS2 was one of the best systems, man, with games. It really was.
It was just one of those games. It's like it was just not afraid to be a video game, and it wasn't afraid to be anime, and it was awesome.
GameCube as well, great one.
What's up, Carl?
Yeah, me.
Day one, Carl said day one.
There we go, Carl.
Yeah,
Carl, if it's $40,000, is it day one? I'm just throwing out the daily price. $4,000 is it day one after that?
They ain't gonna do them like that. Nah.
No, let's see. They did it on that fucking Berserk piece.
Oh, the one you got?
Yeah. me and Alan paid tax for being dumb. So.
Ooh.
There we go, Ross. Thank you. I'm always right. I know that. That's my saying. I'm always right.
It's cool they're doing Taki as well. So that's kind of cool. That's the other character from Eve, the one in the black. She's like she's your acquaintance at first, but then you end up fighting her later. And yeah, and it doesn't really spoil anything, but you get her powers when you defeat her, and you can do this like massive power up, and it's really fun. It's really cool, and you can just like it's almost kind of like the rage mode in God of War. It's
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I definitely have my eye on this for sure. This might be my first J&D piece.
I really like that they're doing anime and video game pieces. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's a very. The one character I always say they should not have done, and they did, was Whitebeard, but they did it, and it was a good quality piece. It's just very weird. But the Berserk piece, the Guts, is fantastic. So I can't. They know what they're doing right now.
So she's a gaming character. Is that
correct.
it?
Yes, it will be your first gaming piece, Alan. Yes.
Yeah. Well, and the
Well,
thing
no,
is, Alan,
actually,
they directly collaborated with Square Enix with a Nier Automata update where you could get a lot of the outfits of the characters from Nier Automata in
Cool.
the game.
Oh, actually,
So
yeah, that's right.
both of
Alan
those
has that.
developers are very close friends, and they both
Oh,
love each
okay.
other's game.
So there's some kind of a connection between Nier and
Yes.
Stellar.
Yeah, but first of all, they're both very similar games. They're both about androids coming down to a post-apocalyptic Earth,
Females.
and very very similar stories. And yeah, it'll be 1/3 scale. And like I said, you see them like they're paired side by side in the game with the update. So it's
Well, well, hell.
Not know what you just sold, Alan.
Well, here's the thing. I was I had somebody lined up to purchase my Prime 1/3 Nier 2B.
Oh,
And now that I see that somebody's coming out with some kind of a piece I could pair with it,
no.
now I may have to keep it.
I
Okay.
will say, to be fair, Alan, they will be very different bases, and it'll look a lot smaller. You'd have to put it on like a riser or something like that, because that near piece is so tall.
It is.
So,
But I was trying to find some excuse why I shouldn't sell it.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I get that. Yeah, yeah. I would buy that off you. It's a great piece.
Alan's got some more pieces. I don't know if I remember you talked about selling that one, Alan, but you may reconsider it if you're in before you see this piece.
Now that I see this, maybe I ought to just hold on to it for a bit.
Okay. Well, we're getting very close to that 2-hour mark. I want to thank the 94 subscribers we have this week. My God, thank you so very much for supporting us and working with us. And I promise to work hard to bring you the best content possible. We will have our normal Sunday show and discuss the tariffs and a few other pieces that are coming up. We won't take too much time with that. I don't like to focus on the negative, but I do want to address it. And I've been talking to a lot of different companies about that. And we'll also address that as we go into Sunday. Special guests, maybe this weekend we'll see. I'll touch base with them again. And then we'll take it from there. But I will see you guys in the chat and in the group. Until then, stay godlike, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Yeah, peace, guys.